Alright, Igbo mụrụ nze m ọzọ anyị ekene unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị uruchi nketa. Anyị si ka nke onye chiri ya zero, anyị si n'ụbọchị nketa dịrị na anyị na mma. Dịka o si dị, anyị ga-agbapụ na ọsị wetara onye bụ ozi anyị ji maka ya wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nketa na Eastern News 24. Alright, ya bụ ozi bụ according to the Biafran activist wetara ya as a quote. Biafran prepare to go home. Southwest governors prepare for the possible division of Nigeria ahead of 2027 presidential election as Tinubu face Donald Trump threat. Hear the news in details. All right, this update kabapuni also. Mala kikitiki yegesia bife. Kiriatia na yabu update with the no bosinket. Over to you, sir.
In one of my broadcasts, I suggested that we should go back to our regions and start building our regions. I repeat, in one of my broadcasts, I suggested that we should go back to our regions and start building our regions. The Southwest governors, Southwest politicians have taken this initiative and they are building their own regions. They are fortifying themselves. You see, the thing that is coming upon Nigeria, you will all see what will happen in the next few years. What the US wants to do in Africa, you think it is a child's play. You can see that northern Nigeria is calling for unity between the Christians and Muslims. Unlike before, when Boko Haram and bandits are killing Christians, you see them calling your bluff, saying that Sharia, Sharia, Sharia. Now, northern Nigeria is seeing the bigger picture. They know that the US is interested in northern Nigeria and their resources, the oil in Nigeria and the rare earth in the northern part of the country. Everybody is trying to build alliance. I said this before that President Tinubu should unite southern Nigeria together. Let us have these talks. Let the Igbos look at how they can go back home and build. You see, as a human being, as a Yoruba person, if you don't have a land, you are a bastard, you are a vagabond. As an Igbo person, if you don't have a land, you are a vagabond. Go and build your land. These people are interested in your land and what is underneath it. If they have their way, they can eliminate all of you out of the face of the earth. They see that the resources you have in Igbo land, in Yoruba land, in Hausa land, the resources you have in Ijaw land, they see that you don't know how to use it. The resources, they believe it is meant for them. So all this fight you are fighting, Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, I said it before that all this one, Igbo, Yoruba, they are doing on social media, Lagos, Igbo, Yoruba, this and that. The bigger problem will come before our faces, and this is happening. When Sahara reporters reported about the alleged coup, some people say, it is not possible. I don't think it is true. You can see the reality now. When United States say that there is Christian genocide in Nigeria, some people say that, we will do this, we'll do that. Now, the US have made a statement, official statement from Donald Trump. You cannot fight Western propaganda because all this propaganda we are doing, especially the one that is being done by the APC, all the propaganda. Now, the West teach APC how to do propaganda. I tell you, so you cannot beat them at their game. What we need to do now is to unite as a country. I saw a video of some Igbo men and some other people, whether, I don't know, I see a white man, I see Igbo men and other people in a video thanking Trump, saying that they want Trump to invade the country. I understand the sentiment, the resentment. We know that the Igbos have suffered a lot under Nigeria. The relegation, the maltreatment that Igbos have suffered. That's why they want out of the country. But you see, the US would not give you Biafra. Know that. I'm speaking to my Igbo brothers. You are calling on Trump to invade the country. You are happy that Trump wants to invade the country. Number one, you need to know the intention of these people. You have been crying for so many years to the United Nations, to US and co. Support Biafra, support Biafra. They are looking at you, collecting your money. You know, say, you go contribute money to some leaders. They use it and lobby senators. With all these things that are happening, we have not seen a tangible effort by the United States, by the UN. If the UN wanted Biafra, they know what they would do. But because of their interest in the rare earth materials, in your resources, that is why Trump all over put out like 4 tweets within 2 days on Nigeria. You designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern because of their interest. You see, as Igbo people, we know that we need somebody. We know that the Nigerian government has failed totally. Because sometimes I might not blame these people. I might not blame them. All this while that the Fulani have been killing, some people from a certain region will say, this one, that one, that one. People are dying, People are being like driven. They drive them out of their ancestral home. And the people just call it a bluff that you are sabotaging the government of Tinubu. You are doing that. You are supporting evil. Now, these people have no other option than to look for external help. You understand? I understand the anger these people have over the Nigerian state. The Nigerian state have perpetrated a lot of evil on them. The politicians are the ones stealing. The politicians are the ones stealing our resources. They are the ones taking our resources. They are the ones impoverishing the people. That they are the ones having peace talks with Boko Haram. That they are the ones sponsoring insecurity. And they are calling us to support them again because US is interested in their matter. They are calling us after they are the ones. All this evil that is happening on Nigerians, you can blame the politicians. Politicians go bring bandits. Politicians go bring terrorists. Politicians go support insecurity. Politicians go steal money. Politicians go no go do road. Accident up and down. Politicians go make sure that a poor man does not have justice. An average Nigerian does not have access to justice. And you expect Nigerians not to want a US to come in and rescue them from the hands of the politicians. Yes, because they are a problem. These politicians, they are witches and wizards. That is why, whether political party, I'm not doing political party with somebody. Political party, because these politicians, they are very, very unpredictable and very wicked without conscience. You can see the insecurity in northern Nigeria. Over these years, we have been telling them, do this now, president, do this, president, do this. State governors that are crying now, state governors will be having open meeting with bandits. And the Nigerian government will look at it. State governors, local government that are crying now, they show no resolve to solve the insecurity. They sponsor insecurity. They give them leverage in the society. The Nigerian army that is crying now, you catch Boko Haram. You can't bring Boko Haram. You enlist them into the same army. And after you have done that program, the army have not been able to record massive success against these terrorists. You people gave them. You gave the United States, the people that want to invade Nigeria, you gave them reasons to because of your negligence. So I may not blame people that are asking for Trump to come. Somebody in Benue State that might die today, tomorrow because of Fulani attack. He has lost hope in the government. The government cannot save him. Don't you think that he will want the US to come and save him from dying? All this talk about this. But the point here is that I want to talk to my Igbo brothers. You see, there's a lesser evil, there's a greater evil. US invading Nigeria is a greater evil. See, if US come into Nigeria, they don't care whether you're Biafra. They don't care whether you're from Ijaw Nation, Oduduwa, or Arewa. They don't care. They will lump every one of you together. And in fact, you will know how hypocritical these people from US or the West are. You are the ones clamoring for Biafra. You want to divide the Nigerian state. Don't you think that they will see you as a threat? And they may treat you more harshly than others. Because the US doesn't want Nigeria to disintegrate. They want you to be in this confusion so that they can be taken from your resources. This is the reality on ground. So those doing videos asking, US, come. We understand. We are in a very impossible situation. The advice we can advise the government is that you have the ample opportunity. You have time to name and prosecute, name them, publish their names, prosecute them openly. The perpetrators, the sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria, especially northern Nigeria, where these US are pushing their propaganda to. And number two, you have time to restructure the country. The Fulani are there. Sharia, we need to take away Sharia from the constitution because it is the implementation of Sharia that is causing a lot of intolerance, religious intolerance that leads to killings, almost genocide. Make sure that the Fulani are incapacitated because it is the ideology that is fueling all this alleged reported genocide on Christians, the jihad. Look at what's happening in Kwara. What's happening in Kwara State today? Every insecurity, you attribute it to the Fulani. That's what the government can do. Not in Nigeria now, I'm laughing. They are calling on Southern. Let's unite. Let's unite. When you were killing Deborah, what were you people saying? Somebody said, we don't care. You don't care that time. You don't care. But now you are looking. And I see. I never knew Northerners are on social media like this. If I open my Twitter or my X account, my timeline, I see Northerners. What are they talking about? Talking about, see, the Southern Christians should not allow US, should not support US in what they want you to do. Let us come together. Let the Muslims in Northern Nigeria support Tinubu. Let's be able to fight. When you were killing Deborah, what was your response? You went to hire more than 50 lawyers so that you can further your agenda. When the Sultan of Sokoto wanted to force himself on Southwest with Sharia, what were people saying? You were bluffing and bragging and all of you. Now you don't see people will pass you. Let's talk about the APC. I said that the APC is a creation. United States, the West created APC. The West created APC. All these things that you people are trying to advise us, okay, please, don't support US, don't call on me. I'm not supporting you. Call on US to come and solve our issues. We can solve our issues ourselves. This is a time for politicians to learn. If Nigeria as a country eventually escape from this trap set for them by the US, by the West, it is time for us to learn and decisively carry out action, because it will look stupid and foolish and wicked if at the end of the day we all come together and fight off the US, and still all these things persist. People that are in position of power, they neglect, they still perpetrate all these crimes against the people. It go bad though. It go bad. So as it stands today, the best thing is for us to look inward. Look at your region, Southeast. There's no time. It go be like film for your eyes, because so people are you are in your house. An average Nigerian, what does he know? They born him, he chop, he grow, he go school, he graduate, he marry wife, he born pikin, he get better work, he build house, he die. That is what an average African man knows. He doesn't know that there is something called legacy. There's something called posterity. There's something called preserving your lineage and preserving your environment, preserving your society, societal preservation, cultural preservation. Like having knowledge of what is happening all around them and taking responsibility of protect themselves beyond their immediate families. They don't know anything like that. It is just come, chop, go church, go mosque, go back home, sleep with their wife, born children. They're builders, they get better work, they get contracts, they go drink beer, they go chop this one, they do party, then die. That's what they know. It is now everybody's eyes go open. If you like, don't listen to voice of reason. I don't know everything. I cannot know everything. God forbid, I can't know everything. What I'm saying, that's why I'm raising the alarm. I'm usually a person that don't even comment on issues. People that know me, I just look at things, I shake my head, and I'll just make my comment and go. But now it is expedient that we come out and speak out. My Igbo brothers, the lesser evil, US invading Nigeria, is the greater evil. And you may be, we Igbos, may be one of the greatest people that might be affected, because we want a break out of this system that the US want to be together. Britain and US, they want to make Nigeria together. But the Igbos want to break out. The Yorubas want to break out. Yes, with a comma. The Yorubas want to break out with a comma. So if they come into the country and they put a puppet, if they remove Tinubu, because nothing can... See, if they want to remove Tinubu, well, let me not say this. I see some people making some comments, the left and right, that the US of those days is not US of now. Highest, they will do this one, they will do that one. You know, say they can cripple your economy. They can cripple your economy. Most of your oil, whatever you do it in dollars. You know, they can block a lot of things. Most of your politicians, all their stolen wealth, they are abroad. The US have allies. They can talk to their allies. They can cripple all of you. Most of Nigeria's wealth is outside the country. They can cripple it. They can make sure that... Let me repeat it again. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, All of them. Shane and Nigeria now invent all those things. These things have become our daily life. Imagine WhatsApp is shut down for 1 week. You're gonna say some people feel commit suicide. WhatsApp. Your InterSwitch, whereby you transfer money, if they break that internet, whatever it is, I'm not talking about them entering here, them pressing buttons. If they hack your internet, if they hack what technology they will see, if they don't want to enter Nigeria, they will start a technology war. They can trigger off things if they are serious with you. So people that are saying that US of those time, don't even try and start showing you can do this and that. Somebody said that Tinubu should call the bluff of United States. See, this amounts to wisdom. That is why we have said it, that as a people, we need to look inward and how we can develop ourselves. Politicians will take money for instead of them to put money for education and science, they will chop everything. Now, Nigeria is a country that is weak. We cannot stand up with an average Arab country that has technology on its side. If we want to do anything, we'll buy it. Most of these guys produce it, and they have sophisticated weapons that can take Nigeria out. Smaller countries in Arab, in the Middle East. But we cannot develop our own academic. If we want to vote, we vote on tribe and sentiment. We don't vote somebody that is qualified. That is why I'm saying that we should restructure. If we want to vote, we vote because of our own selfishness. And now you know, say some people, they believe saying you go affect them. That's what I'm telling my Igbo people. Don't rejoice over these people. Finland position itself as somebody that can protect the Biafran cause. But now the same Finland now arrest Samanekpa, put them for jail. Your savior, our savior in this space, in this geographical location, can never come from the West. It can never come from the West. I love what the Yorubas are doing. They are ahead of everybody. They are taking measures. They are doing the needful, what they need to do. We are just looking at them. Governors are come together. I'll repeat it again. Then some morons in the southeast will be looking. No meeting, no. There's no. So when they don't allow Igbo become president, I say, they don't like Igbo. But you are not doing your homework. Nobody is galvanizing anybody in the southeast. We are just lost. If Nigeria divide today, we are the greatest losers. If the US and Trump invade Nigeria today, we are the greatest losers. Take it anywhere I want to take it. The Igbos have investment. They are the only tribe that have investment almost in every nook and cranny of Nigeria. If the Nigeria collapse, their investment is not really in the southeast, though. Their investment is spread around Nigeria. If the around Nigeria collapse, your sweat, your investments will collapse. You'll be the most affected, a tribe most affected. It is not strong-head. It is not nzobu. It is using wisdom to follow this. What can Tinubu do now? Tinubu has beaten the lion's tail. You don't bite lion's tail. The lion itself don't roar. What can Tinubu do now? I'm not going to be happy if Nigeria is destabilized by the US, because US no like me as a day so, as an Igbo, as a black man, US no like me. If US loved Christians, what is going on in Gaza? Why are they killing Gaza? That is the problem. Why are they killing in Gaza? Christians, there are more Christians in Gaza than in Israel as a whole. There are more Christians in Palestine than in Gaza as a whole. So if the Israel and West, they love, with nothing that Trump, they support Israel. They give them all manner of support to commit the atrocities they are committing. So if they loved Christians, they will have considered those ones in Gaza. But they don't love you and I, my brother. Let's tell ourselves the truth. We know that in this country, the British, through the Fulani, they plant hatred amongst us, Yoruba and Igbo. And the way we hate ourselves, it looks stupid. I can't hate you as a human being. You're a human being. The only thing that makes me different from you is what you have been exposed to. Yes, the environment may change you, but you are still a human being. As a Yoruba person, you're a human being. As an Igbo person, you're a human being. Nobody is better than each other. It is your societies that put you ahead of others. But individually, people are always better than the other, whether in this tribe or that tribe. So what is the force about everything? If the US want to destroy your civilization in the West, your civilization in Southwest, It takes them nothing. It takes them even for instance, now let's look at this. If Nigeria allow Igbos go, don't you think that the Fulani can colonize the Yorubas? That's the question. I'm asking a question. I'm not making an assertion. If they say, okay, Igbos, when a dot in a circle, 5 plot of land, if the Nigerian state allowed these people in the 5 plot of land, if they allow them go, do you think that the Yorubas will stay in Nigeria in the next 3 months or 6 months? They will not want to stay with the Fulani because the Fulani themselves, all those ones, somebody said that it is only the Igbos that want to stay in the same space and country with the Fulani because all those ones, again, the Yorubas and other tribes would not want to stay with the Fulanis. Even the Hausas would not want to stay with the Fulanis because they know the reality. So as it is, civilian government is better than military government. Military government is better than Western invasion. I repeat, civilian government is better than military government. The military government is better than Western invasion. It's better you have your dialogue here, work on your constitution, change so many things, have your referendum, have your country, than the US coming to separate fight. Go and look at countries that US have invaded. Look at how they are faring now. They never recover. If US stamp their foot in your soil, there must be a reason. And that reason, they must achieve it. Look at what they did in Afghanistan. You thought that they left Afghanistan like that. If you know how they have taken a lot of oil from Afghanistan, a lot of things from Afghanistan, whilst they were in Afghanistan, pretending to bring peace to the place. Instead, their presence brought a lot of death, a lot of sorrow to the people. So these people are not representing us. I've told you, some of these elements, they call themselves Igbo men, they are not representing us. You're not looking at the far picture. You want Nigeria to go down, but when you look at it critically, Nigeria going down does not means that you also go down. We have not built ourselves as a people to withstand any foreign invasion. Mind you, if the US is going to invade any part of Nigeria, the Southeast will be included because you have gas, you have oil, you have coal, and they need all these things. So you're not sophisticated. You're not even in the Nigeria, amongst the peoples in Nigeria, you're not even sophisticated enough to compete with the Southwest and other places. So the point here is that we should come back and start building. Because this is an alarm that is being set. Some people are looking at how they can displace us from our land. And you call it play because you are living a life. You don't understand what happens around you. It's what happens within you that you understand. You just live a life of, I don't care. You don't know why this plant is being situated here. You don't know why this plant is existing. Why is this plant existing? What can these plants do for humanity? All you want is just to sit down, chop, sleep with your wife, give her belly, picking go school, you build house, you die. That is your lifestyle. So whatever it is, I pity for may God help Nigerians.
Ebumana ege ntị edalụli na-enukwu si wee na-anụ ụbọchị nke taa na Eastern News 24 bụ ebe anyị si were wetara ya bụ nnukwu ozi gbasịta maka ya bụ ife na-emenụ ka efi were ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ndị anyị wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa n'iru akwụkwọ ka emesịa